Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Spit Talk podcast. My name is Jan.
My name is Aaron.
And I'm Kyle.
Yay!
And we're back.
Yeah,
I guess.
baby.
I hope we freaking stayed. No more
Oh,
of this.
the 73 people that still follow us, you'll
The
see us
73.
on the feed. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
so
the 73 people that listen for like 10 seconds and then click out. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now you can click back out again because now we're going to talk about. We're pretty late on this one. I mean, we're kind of like 3 months away from when this was released, but I'm pretty sure at this point this is going to be released in digital.
Yeah.
So we are. No, I'm serious, right? So
I think so. If you said it's true, like the window is getting shorter, then maybe.
So we are talking about Deadpool and Wolverine today, and we're just gonna review it, kind of give our thoughts. I mean, who the fuck hasn't seen it by now? So we're just gonna be spoilerific about it. I mean, if you didn't know how much money it made, I think it is like the highest rated.
I haven't been tracking how much.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I think it's in the billions now. It's like the highest R-rated movie, and I think it beat Joker. I think. So that's pretty good. Like I said, if you haven't seen it by now, I mean, what the fuck? Like, you're probably like one of the only one, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, who's seen it the least out of us?
I'm pretty. It's probably me.
Probably
I've only
you?
seen it like premiere. Yeah.
Premiere day. Okay.
Yeah.
I did.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah,
I've seen twice.
I did premiere day twice. Then preparing for this, I did another one.
Okay, so you can go first. What did you think about the movie?
I think after like the 3 tries of watching it, I think Kid Aaron would be happy because it's like it brought a lot of like what if, like, man, what if this happened and this happened? So it kind of like put all of that together. So like
Kid
a lot
Aaron,
of that. No, Kid Aaron. Kid Aaron. Because like yeah, again, spoilers. Like when we saw like Johnny Storm, I was like, dude, it'll be cool if Johnny Storm can like see this person and see this person and all that stuff. So I was like, it finally happened. So I thought that was pretty cool. And knowing the director, Sean Levy, right? Or I don't know what's his name.
Levi?
Him and Ryan Reynolds. They caught our attention like in other movies as well, but like Free Guy, of course, like that to me that was like pretty dope. That was like a talk about when we did last time. So seeing them come back together to do this one just made it extra special, and also bringing back Hugh Jackman, of course. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was just a fun ride overall.
Yeah,
I have a question. Thoughts on how he are basically just like how they inserted him.
There's a 50-50, but I liked it. After watching it 3 times, I get it. And I guess we'll talk more after that.
are you talking about human?
No, like Hugh
George?
Jackman, Hugh Jackman coming back. Because, it was a
that's
good ending.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. So for me, obviously going into it, I think we were all excited about the fact that, okay, Hugh Jackman's back. Cool.
Yeah.
But it ended so well with Logan that that's obviously one of everyone's main concerns. It's like, okay, is it going to undo everything in Logan? I mean, they do play a joke about it in the beginning, but at the same time, it doesn't undo, any of that, because this is like a different Wolverine from a different world. And they're kind of playing on that fact. And I did like how this Wolverine was, I mean, it's essentially the same character, but it's very different from the Wolverine that we did grow up with. We kind of see him get to that point of finally accepting that, hey, I'm still the Wolverine. I'm still the X-Man. And Deadpool, yeah, too. Like Deadpool's arc and how they actually followed through with his arc and his story instead of just like, hey, here's Wolverine now. Let's do a big epic thing. I mean, they did, but at the same time, they still kind of continued his story. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah, like everything that we grew up with, all the Fox stuff, it was kind of like a swan song for the Fox movies before they go full head on into the MCU.
Yeah.
So I thought that was fun.
Yeah, and like just building off what you said, like Jan, like I don't know, for some reason, like after watching it 3 times and like going back to all the other Deadpool movies, like for some reason you think it's just a lot of fun, cool scenes, R-rated shit, but like there's like a really good story whenever Deadpool is a Deadpool movie is being put out. You know, like for this one, like you said, like tying in that story of him mattering or something, like giving him like an idea to matter to his girl or something. I really like that part. Like, and they and they touched up on it. So, and again, hinting of like Wolverine's story. The thing I liked the most about that one was they put meaning behind the suit. And I know they alluded that like in interviews, but I liked how there was meaning behind the suit rather than us getting what we wanted, the satisfaction of seeing him in the suit.
The helmet was...
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Great.
Yeah. Kyle, we haven't let you speak as any, like, just give us like your general thoughts, I guess. And then
it's been a lot. I do remember. I know I like the movie, right? It was great. A lot of the nostalgia does kind of play in, and just like there's a lot of like all these Easter eggs and like bits and pieces of like things from the past, things from the present, just kind of like all interconnecting, and then just like almost like making sense of like the messiness that like Marvel already has, right? So it's just kind of nice to see that. And then, like what Aaron said, it's like, oh, like the overall message of the story too. It's like there's still like a deeper. It's not just like fun and games, and so.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the fact that they've made fun of the fact that like Marvel's been kind of in a lull lately. And hey, the fact that he poked fun.
He even said it.
You're joining at a rough time right now or something. It's really refreshing. I mean, it kind of like I don't know, like if this is the first movie that we get coming back, and they're kind of I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm hoping that it kind of keeps the trajectory of where the Marvel is going, because with this coming out, and then we saw the Captain America stuff come out, like that trailer would look pretty good, and it looked like a true return to form.
Winter Soldier,
Winter Soldier-esque. I'm hoping this is a good direction for them, and I think Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, obviously he's gonna do it till he's 90, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna play a big part in where they're gonna go. In terms of the overall story, I just don't know where they would fit right now, because like I said, I don't even know what the story is at the moment. But let's just we'll keep it Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, did you guys have like a favorite part, a favorite character, anything like that? Anything that stood out?
I was gonna ask you guys first. So since there was a lot of cameos, which one was your favorite cameo? I think I know Jan's.
I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah,
I know Jan's.
Yeah, mine was a Cavalry, baby.
You see, I knew it was the Cavalry.
I honestly didn't think they would do that. I like, because when they were doing the whole shtick with the Wolverines and Logans and stuff. I kind of like that they kept everyone Hugh Jackman. It's just a Hugh Jackman. But then there's this big dude all of a sudden, and then we're like, who the fuck? And you knew it wasn't Hugh Jackman. So right when he kind of, they were hinting that it was Henry Cavill. I think everyone I don't think you even heard what Henry Cavill actually said, because everyone was kind of like cheering in the theater, kind of like, yeeing and yawing, like, oh, fuck, it's Superman. He even did the signature. Signature thingy that he does. So yeah, that for me was the funnest one. Obviously, Human Torch, Johnny Storm was really cool.
Storm was my probably favorite one. Very, very animated. Very like, He really just like wanted to let this one go, and just went all out with like his last. Like it was like his very farewell character.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. I actually like the Gambit. Gambit to me was like the best one, because
let me ask you: are you willing to watch a full Gambit movie?
Sure, but maybe like I think we talked about like after this the movie, like here and there, like I don't think Gambit would be like the right fit for it, but like seeing potential that like Gambit is a pretty cool character, and like the Cajun accent and all that stuff, it probably like adds to his like repertoire of like he can have a movie. I'm not sure. Did you guys see the deleted scene? There's a deleted scene.
I did.
That they posted.
It's basically. He was basically being saved or something.
Yeah. So like at the battleground, like you see him looking up, and you see him
the portal is that
the
portal insinuation. Okay, I remember now.
So that's crazy. So I like Channing Tatum. He's the king of like cameos or like surprise appearance. I love that guy. But
Introduction
I think
of-
I think it's just his journey overall, like him trying to be in the movie, and we finally got to see him. So I wasn't expecting that. So I was like, really like, whoosh, like we got freaking Gambit in the movie. So
Yeah.
I'm glad Ryan Reynolds was able to like kind of hide it, because I know that was his whole thing with the process of this movie, is trying to hide all the cameos and stuff.
Mhm.
Like literally, my girlfriend was surprised to see Jennifer Gardner in the movie. Like she was a superhero. I'm like, yeah. If you grew up, like you would have
Yeah.
seen her as like
the
stuff.
whole Blade situation's like the pretty crazy one too, right?
Yeah.
Like, in retrospect, it's like a pretty crazy cameo.
Mhm.
So,
I didn't even think
that
about
one
that
was-
until after the fact. I'm like, oh yeah, he was in Blade 3. He was
well,
like,
that was the
they
purpose of
literally,
the entire group. They like kind of just jumbled everyone.
yeah, they literally had a I don't know, like it's like they hated each other. I don't know what the story is. I mean, they're denying it now. I mean, after the fact, but
Yeah, they're
you
like,
know,
I really like that guy.
like yeah, sure,
I saw that,
Wesley,
yeah.
but yeah, obviously that one was really cool. With the
I like
Channing
that,
Tatum thing, I was kind of thinking, I mean, if he is gonna stay as Gambit, I don't know if he's gonna do the exact same shtick that he did in this movie. Kind of feel like this one was like he kind of hammed it up a little bit, because of the vibe of the overall film. I don't know if that's what he's gonna do, if he ever actually gets his own, or is thrusted into the X-Men world. If you get what I'm saying. I mean, Gambit is a little silly though, if you think about it, right? Like he's a little
He-
playful.
I think
he was my
Sure,
second
sure.
favorite character to play in Marvel. What
versus
was it?
Capcom.
like
Oh, was
Ultimate
it?
Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance. Yes,
Ultimate Alliance,
yeah.
He was my second favorite guy to play, but
I think if you did an X-Men movie, like accurate one, because like we got a Beast cameo from Captain Marvel, Gambit, seeing him in true form, and
I really
Wolverine
liked Casanova's.
intro. Her character.
Casanova.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her character. I liked her character.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. Overall, but you asked favorite. I asked favorite cameo before interrupting you. You said favorite scene, right? Favorite scene. I think for some reason it gave back Logan feels when X-23 was talking to Wolverine. I like that scene. That was a good scene. Like, because one, we get the backstory. Are you gonna do a third act flashback story reveal? So like, Deadpool did that shtick, and all of a sudden, like, seeing that interaction again, because like what we said, Logan ended really well. So seeing them interact and seeing how X-23 sees Wolverine, that was pretty cool. And like, it just brought back Logan memories. Just her being her. So I like that scene.
How about you, Kyle? If you could remember.
I do. I think it was their initial fight scene in the van. Like that
In
whole.
the
Oh
van.
my gosh, dude, that was
Yeah.
a good scene.
That was a solid like 2 minutes of like, oh yeah, like just gnarly and just brutal, just fighting and
Dude.
anger, and it was just like they can both like like they're not gonna die. They've just kind of
They're
like
just
powered
fuck each
through it,
other up
but it was
so
it was a
well.
solid like 2 minutes, and I was like, yes,
That
for
was
me,
way better than the first one. The first
Exactly.
fight
Yeah,
we see
yeah,
them.
the first fight.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I love the way he moved in the first fight, though. Like Logan, we've
Yeah.
never seen him move like that before. I think for me, it's literally the lead up to that fight. Like when
Yes,
kind of
I was
giving
gonna
him the
say that.
shtick, like giving him like, dude, you're a fucking loser. Like literally,
Like,
he's
you're a
like
joke.
he's going deep into him that he couldn't even, like Deadpool couldn't even fucking say anything, and he's just like, I'm gonna fight you now. You know what I mean? Like that's how hard.
It
he
hurt
went.
him way too much.
Dude, you heard the
Yeah.
silence
Like-
in the theater when he fucking said that?
It's so funny because like he wears a mask and like you wouldn't know like what he's like feeling, but like you just
You could
definitely
s-
know.
you could kind of feel it,
see it from
though.
his mask, and
Yeah,
you're just like,
Exactly.
oh shit.
Yeah, it's nuts. I think for me that was my favorite moment. Like in terms of overall scene, I think
Also, when-
overall,
He came out when when Wolverine did his stance, I was like,
yeah, I think it was definitely the mask. I think like when he put on the
Yeah.
mask or the helmet or whatever,
Dude.
and he, and they
You
both fought.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Thinking
think
about
that
that was so crazy. Like, I totally forgot the mask
Yeah.
part. Like, watching the
Yeah, the
first
mask.
time, I'm like, damn, I'm okay with him with the yellow and blue. But when they did the slow-mo walk, ready to fight all the Deadpools, and he does this, I was like, Oh fuck! I totally forgot he wears a mask because I got so used to seeing the yellow and blue. So I like how they did that part. Did I like the mask? I want to say yes, but for some reason it got too CGI'd. For some reason,
know, right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, like at the end, it looked like where is he looking at? You know,
it's like a video game loading.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that kind of like meant though? Because like in the animated series, like he had like the eye and the thing would sometimes. Like,
I'm saying like when you're watching it, it's like he's looking at you, but it's like it's like this. He's like talking like this. For some reason, it's like off-centered for some reason.
I think I know what you're talking about when they jump out of the window of the car or whatever.
No, even when he's talking, when he's talking to
okay.
Paradox, I did not like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
I thought it was fine during that scene, during the fight, like even before then. I kind of liked the fact that like right when he put that on, he kind of had that growl in his voice, that Wolverine.
I remember hearing that.
Like right when he's like, I'm killing mostly. I was like, holy fuck, dude. This just sounds like the animated series. And I think that one really got me giddy. I just wish they had the shoulder pads, but that's like a nitpicky thing that that I just keep throwing out there.
Shoulder pads.
I don't know.
Maybe in your Calverine.
I know. I think like that was the one thing missing for me. I was like, dude, everything's perfect. I just need the shoulder pads on there. But they had to get rid of it. But
I think the last scene. What do you guys think about the last one? Well, how old is Hugh Jackman? And he still has like washboard abs. Like fuck.
Oh,
Jesus. His physique versus Chris Hemsworth physique in Thor. What are we like in terms of like?
Oh, how big they are?
Yeah.
Well, I think Hemsworth has the size, but
Hemsworth has the size, but
Hugh
had like slim muscular.
Because like he looks very good for his age.
Yeah,
dude,
phenomenal for his age. So it's like
shredded,
that's
bro. That's
crazy,
like,
dude. I was like, yo, it's like bulging out. It's all that tilapia he's eating.
You can see the striations in each muscle fiber.
I was like, fuck, dude.
Like, what the fuck?
The dedication on that guy. Big ups to him. He for sure did like, I don't know, man. That's some crazy shit. Anything else about the movie that like?
Talk about, but it's like,
do you guys feel like Hugh Jackman okay, so with the X-Men in general, now that we're moving forward, how do you see it going? Like, is it like, do you think we're gonna keep a Hugh Jackman for it? Are we gonna like how do you think we're gonna do something like that? Because for me, my feeling is
no.
I feel like
no, that's mutes.
This might be the last one, or if they ever even end up putting him in the Secret War stuff, that might be his last one, and then they'll finally get to an actual like X-Men. But I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
No, I think it was gonna be his last one. I think it was gonna be his last one, to my opinion. Just because I feel like the way that last line he said, like, "Hey, am I gonna see you around?" And it's like, oh, probably not. Like, I really thought that's why they put that line in. Like, even though they're like together, I think they put that line there just so they know it's like, oh, that's my last time playing it.
Well, never say never, though. I honestly think
I'm okay with the recast.
We already buried that, like, like before this even was happening. Like, his character was already buried in our heads. So.
Yeah,
like let's not push it.
That's the thing. No, but that's the thing, though. It's like I don't know how far they can take this.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think if they do, I still do. I mean, I know they poked fun at it, but I still want to see a 5'3" Wolverine that actually looks fine. I mean, it kind of looked silly, obviously, in the movie. I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah, over exaggerated. Yeah,
over exaggerated.
His head was the same size. You
cannot have exactly.
Head. Like,
they literally just shrunk the body.
Proportions.
Or whatever, they put it in that body. But I think if they do, I kind of like a shorter actor. I don't know how tall like Taron Egerton is or something. There was like Daniel Radcliffe rumors. They're like 5'7" ish.
I remember the
Daniel Radcliffe
rumors, which kind of like weirdly enough, like I wanted to see it. Right,
weirdly
like,
works though, right? I would think it works.
I was like, oh, he has the range.
Yeah. So, I think that that's what they would go for. I would hope that if they do, when they do X-Men, I kind of don't want Wolverine as much as I love him. I don't want him to be the main focus.
Exactly. No, and going back to like all the years of watching X-Men, like of course who's front and center, like Wolverine. Yeah. But people forget that like Cyclops was actually the leader, and he does pretty dope shit, so it'll be cool to put a shine on, Cyclops and the others. Like we kept, after all these X-Men movies, we kept focusing on Jean Grey and Wolverine, never like the others. So I think they need to figure that ensemble thing with, that part. What were you saying?
Oh, no, who are we casting for a solid Cyclops movie?
I don't know, Glenn Powell.
Dude, Glenn Powell? Dude, I'll ride that. Glenn Powell?
I'm not against it. I'm not against
it either.
Yeah, man.
I kind of want him to go a little younger, though. I mean, not first class young. Honestly, I don't know.
Glenn Powell.
I've seen... There's a... there's fucking...
Side note, Twister, yes. I just recently watched it. Yeah,
I didn't watch Twister yet.
Twister's good. No, the guy has range. I mean, if he was Cyclops, I could see it, sure. But he looks more like a Booster Gold person to me.
Right?
Dude. I'm just saying.
No, I see it, but I can see him as a Cyclops, like a serious role.
I guess. No, but have you seen there's a fan cast of who the fuck? Mark Strong as Professor X. And
that's the guy from
he's in Kingsman.
He was in Kingsman, the guy with the glasses, right?
The guy with the glasses in Kingsman. So
okay, cool. Yeah.
They're saying there's a bunch of fan casts for him as Professor X, and I'm kind of buying into the idea of it. But it's hard to it's hard to think about recasting these people after growing up with them for so long.
Give me more.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. Like it's hard to see them all like be recasted like that, like a very big switch up.
Yeah, you can't take away Michael Fassbender from me. For
real, you can't take that away.
I know, and it's funny because Ian McKellen was great, but Michael Fassbender, like, it's a different take. But it's the same exact character. But it fucking just works. I mean, even James McAvoy. I'm like, yes. For some reason, we accepted those guys, and it's kind of nuts that we're at that point now where we're going to recast. And yeah, it's hard to accept, especially after seeing that whole time of your life thing at the end.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. Would you guys have wanted like a Nicolas Cage to show up as Ghost Rider?
They did say that. They did say that.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Longlegs.
But I think he said no. I think he said no because of the. I'm just hearing this from rumors. No, he said no because of what happened in Flash.
What do you mean?
How like how he came in and he did like, I was like, wow, they put me in this and I didn't even know I was in it. So I guess he did after that straw. I guess he didn't want to like, I'm not doing like cameos like that anymore.
Yeah,
something like that. But it would have been sick to see like fucking Ghost Rider.
God, it would have been so cool. And yeah, I mean, I can't even. There's actually like more Fox properties than I remember there being. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I was like, holy shit! I'm like, they were all part of this.
The old Punisher.
The thing is, it's like the castings were like top notch for most of their movies, but it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Right, but the movie, like, it was like. Their movies like lackluster in a sense. Like, it was good, but it could have been like so much better.
Yeah, but the casting,
but casting wise,
on
like
fucking point.
Yeah,
like even like Chris Evans back then. Chris Evans, that was the perfect role for him, though.
Yeah,
if you think about it, and I still think like the actual people that they casted for Mr. Fantastic, literally everybody in the Fantastic Four, no matter what you say about the movies, they look fucking great, dude. No, not Miles fucking Teller. Jesus.
Okay,
but they look fucking great. Like as
additional properties.
Did they show anything from that Fantastic Four in the end? Do you remember seeing that
on Good Riddance? Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they?
But,
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but it was just like a quick one. Like you'll see Miles Teller like looking out or something, but that was about it. But I think not to wrap it up, but just my overall thought was like after you guys talking, this movie was for our generation. Like literally, we all grew up with
Very 90s coded.
Yeah, no, for real. I was like, damn, the ending song, the cast, we all grew up with them. Like those are our superheroes, you know, basically. So it's just seeing how it got all the past and like Ryan Reynolds had to like combine all of that to make it work. And it was like I said, like Kid Aaron would have been happy like seeing this movie if it was like in the 2000s or something. Like holy shit, they're all together.
Adult Aaron.
No, he's not. Yeah. He's dead.
No, dude.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Aaron, what is this?
I'm kidding.
Kid
Aaron. But yeah, it was
like
a good movie.
Yeah. No, I do think it's a good, like I said, it's a good swan song for the Fox properties, and I think that's kind of what they wanted to do. The fact that they were able to bring Jennifer Garner and Wesley and them to kind of be like the symbols of that, and also tell a good story with great arcs for the two main leads. We barely even touched up on like what they went through together. I mean, but really, all in all, it was a great film for Marvel right now, because I think that this is the kind of movie that Marvel needs out there.
Yeah.
To kind of change the narrative anyway. So let's
hope
that
it's if you had to pick a team up between all the Deadpool ones, so the first one we got Negasonic and Colossus. The second one we got Cable and
is this
Domino.
really?
No, I'm just curious. Like, if you had to choose, because like, like Deadpool really had like good teams in my overall experience.
I think the one negative thing, if I could just bring it back, the one negative thing though, since you're bringing up the team, I don't like the fact that they didn't bring up Domino and Cable. Or that they weren't even included in this one.
They didn't test well in focus groups. As Deadpool said.
I guess, yeah. So, I think that might be my one gripe about it, is because they didn't even just there was no acknowledgement about them. It was really just basically the people that were in the movie already. But that's like a nitpicky thing. And maybe the plot probably could have been a little more nuanced. I mean, it's the simplest thing you could have. It's literally a road trip movie, but that wasn't what the real point of the movie was. And for what it was, I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, it's what Marvel needed right now. So
yeah. Is there anything else that we should talk about before we close out? Anything else that
like Deadpool Wolverine specific?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh,
I don't know.
No? Okay. So I guess that's it for this episode. Yeah, we're trying a new thing.
I do have something.
Okay. Hey, go ahead. Sorry.
We're back, bitches. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah. So we're trying a new thing, just shorter content. Hopefully, this will work well.
How long was that?
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you for listening. Again, we are the Spit Talk Podcast. Amateur opinions by amateur reviewers. Check us out on our socials. We'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.